Hi, welcome to another episode of Budget Prepping. I'm your host, Dr. Matt. And again, we're doing our series, quick series on the items I have in the top outdoor pouch of my actual bug out bag. And in my bug out bag, in this particular pouch, again, I've got non-critical items that I would immediately need. But in the event of an emergency, I can pop off my packs and be able to access stuff pretty quickly. So for today's episode, I want to go through what I've got in a quart freezer bag. And in this quart freezer bag, I actually have a collection of what appears to be 3 military-style tourniquets. Yes, these are not in my medic kit. I have others in my medic kit, but these are for an immediate need. Now, probably in the actual use type situation, I would actually grab one of these, apply it, and then get my medic kit, and then come back and take care of that need. But they're pretty simple to use. I would absolutely watch a video on how to use, because these are the ones that have the little rod that you give it a twist to tighten up once you give it a basic application. And then it's got Velcro to hold the rod in place. And if you can, you want to write down the time, maybe even the date that the tourniquet was applied, because any paramedics or medical personnel definitely appreciate that. Now, I'm old enough to understand that pretty much a tourniquet meant you were going to lose a limb. But a lot of times the tourniquets were actually made out of rope or cord of some sort, and you could actually cut off a limb, except the bone part, with the tourniquet. So it's not good. But these ones here now have a wide strap. Yes, they get super tight. Yes, they're just as effective as the real deal. But you can even, like if you see in the military special forces, they will actually pre-apply these to the upper parts, or the closest part to the torso of the limbs, both legs and arms. And in that, all they would have to do is give it a little bit extra cinch, and then they could start cranking it down, and they could actually stop their own bleeding in the last few seconds that they have remaining. So anyway, how many of those do I have? Well, these are not the cheapest things, and I do like buying them in sets of 3 or 4 to help save the per cost item. I've got a handful of them here, and like in this particular bug out bag, I've got 3 each. In my medic kit, I got a couple more, but I don't have 100 of them, but I certainly have probably a half a dozen total. And again, they're not the cheapest things. They come out, maybe 10 bucks a piece or something like that. And I'm buying in a kit of 4. I got to kind of save up on my budget to be able to afford them. But what I do then in getting those is I like getting them in lumps. And sometimes I even got one purchase one time, which I ended up handing that off. It came with a nice little zipper pouch. I thought that was pretty cool as well. But please, if you, when the time comes for you to get your own, hit that like and subscribe, but click on the show more, and then it'll take you right to the link. It will take you right to Amazon to see exactly what I'm talking about. And I'll put a 4-pack kit in there. There are some cheaper ones, and there are some really expensive ones. In the case of an emergency, even if the cheaper ones might be considered junk by medical personnel, but as always, junk is better than nothing. So please consider that when that time comes. Again, hit that like and subscribe, because it is a huge blessing to me when you do that. And please, again, now that we're getting some traction on this channel, go ahead and share these posts with friends, relatives, and neighbors, your Facebook friends or whatever, for them to be able to see that. And pass it around on social media so that we can increase our subscribership. We want to get to the point where we can have free online live sessions with questions, Q&A stuff back and forth. And that's going to be a goal for us to be able to do that, so that we can actually have those types of conversations. And you could ask questions to me directly. In the meantime, all you can do, of course, is to leave me a comment. And so far, I've been able to keep up with the comments 100%. Also so far, I'm not any serious haters out there. So appreciate that very much as well. But again, like and subscribe. It is a huge blessing to me when you do that. We will see you next time. Take care.